What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, I'm experimenting a little bit with my setup. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking about experimenting with the different setups and how it looks. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. But today we're going to take a look at the Mezco 112 Collective Thor from Thor Ragnarok. First of all, I want to give a huge shout out to Sculptomo Toys. Thank you guys again for always providing me with the best service. If you guys haven't checked them out before, go check them out right now. Link will be down below in the description. And without further ado, let's go and crack this guy open and see what he's all about. Alright, cool. So I have all the accessories laid out. I just want to say a big thank you to Mezco for not skimping on the accessories. So let's just start with the base. So the base that comes with all Mezco figures, this one says Marvel Thor Ragnarok. And the thing I like about this one is that it's texturized. So it's not like completely flat like something that they just stickered on. There's actual like rigidness to it. So I think that was pretty cool. So the next accessory I want to show are these swords. And the cool thing about these swords is that it's two completely separate swords. It's not the same thing. I don't know if you can tell, but it has two completely separate line designs. So the designs aren't like just the same molded piece. And then the handles on the swords, they're two completely different ones. And then it reflects on the sheath swords as well. So speaking of that, it has the two pieces here, one with the sword's sheath and one with them out of it. So it's pretty much the same thing, just one with swords and one without. And then the thing I noted and thing that Unparalleled Universe actually mentioned was that these little pegs in the back, they're really small and they are really delicate. So be careful when you guys are plugging it into their back because they can break very easily. And the next accessory I want to show you guys is the thunder effect. I think the thunder effect is pretty cool because it's lightweight and it's like translucent and it has a little opening in the back so you can easily slip it on and off like that. Then moving on, he has the hammer and then the shield. And I absolutely love the detail on both of these. On the hammer or the mace, you can see a bunch of like weathering and a bunch of like scratch marks and like paint fading, so you know it's been in battle. And then for the shield, I love all the small line work and all the detail on it. And then the weathering on it too, you can see like how it has like hints of brown and then some of the paint is like chipping off and stuff. So I honestly think that's pretty dope. Moving on to the hands. He has 3 pairs of hands. So he has the fisted hands that come on him with the figure. And then he has 2 open hands that are like this. So, you know, kind of like how he's summoning thunder or whatever. And then he has 2 grip hands. So he can grip either the swords. Let me put that on real quick just to show you guys. So he can put on the sword like that. And then the mace, if you guys want to see the mace with that. And then last but not least, the thing that I think is pretty cool is he comes with 3 separate heads. So the first head, it is the God of Thunder head where his eyes are lighting up so you can see the lightning effect to it. And then as you can see with the detail on this thing is absolutely insane. You can see like the razor blade where Stanley like cuts him. You can see like how his hair actually like, fades into it. And then I know a lot of people say that you can't really tell that his likeness, that it's kind of soft. But honestly, in person, it looks a lot better. You can definitely tell that this is Chris Hemsworth, and you can see the like detailing and all that. And then here is his helmeted head. Now, the cool thing about the helmeted head is that it can do that. I don't know. I know it's like the small details, but the small details is what really gets me. I kind of like it. It can move up and down like freely like that. And I think the SH Figuarts one doesn't. So it's pretty cool that they included that. But the one thing that I think is actually really cool is that how each head comes with its own separate neck piece. So like you can tell this one, if you pick the head up, you can see all the line work with the head that matches that. And then with this one, it comes with a standard head or standard neck, so to speak. And they all come off really easily so you can interchange it. I don't know if you want to interchange this one with the lines on the neck with this head or the other head. But, you know, it's an option if you guys want it. Alright, and here is Thor in all his God Almighty glory. So I'm going to run through the articulation real quick. I'm not necessarily an articulation guy. I mean, I love articulated figures, but you know, I'm not an actual like super in-depth figure reviewer. So I'm just going to show you the articulation real quick. His shoulders, at least for this shoulder, goes up very, very well. He has double jointed elbows that break 90, and then he has the standard Mezco swivel and tilt wrist pegs. So this one, not so much. It can only go up a certain amount just because the shoulder pad tends to hinder it, but he has the same articulation, double jointed elbows and stuff. Now, a lot of people are complaining that the armor piece right here hinders our ab articulation, and I get it, I understand, but if you really tried, you can bend him a little bit and you can get some range of motion out of that. It's just not too terrible, but it is something to note if you guys are wanting a highly articulated Thor. And then his legs, they can do splits decently well. Obviously the fabric and the material is going to hinder it a little bit. And then he has double jointed knees, which go very, very well. And then you guys all know the dreaded Mezco ankle articulation, which is pretty much non-existent. So it only goes up very little and then side to side, if any at all. And then his head is the typical. Now it is on a double jointed peg, so it's connected at the neck and then it's connected at the head. Oops, I just popped it out. Let me pop that back in real quick. There you go. So it can look up very well. Whoops, pop that out again. It's all right. So it can look up very well. It can look down amazingly well. And then he has the side to side motion. Now, the thing I love about this figure the most is the amount of detail into it. Now I went ahead and swapped out some pieces just so I can show you guys the accessory it comes with. So right now I have his Thunder Effect piece, and I switched out this hand to hold on to his mace, put his helmet on, and then put the sheaths on. So yeah, so like I was saying, the detail on this thing is crazy. You can see the detail, the alien language all along his armor and then his clothing. Like this material, like his little skirt piece, his pants, and like the inside of his shirt, like right here. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but they're all different materials, and I love that. I love the fact that Mezco did not skimp out on the different types of materials. And then this thing too, I know people wanted this to be like metal, I guess, or like something harder, but I think this material is actually the same material that he used when he was in Thor Ragnarok, so it's actually accurate. So it's like a soft, like, or like a harder leather material. So and then he has a leather strap. Well, leather strap, it's actually like just plastic that goes along his chest that connects his cape. And then the one thing I do agree with some people is his cape. It's supposed to be tattered, as you can see at the bottom, but the material, it's too clean. They could have given it some like wash to make it like dirty, or like some shading or whatever, just to show like some wear to it. But it's honestly not even that big of a deal if you really look at it. And then personally, one of my favorite pieces is actually his shin guard here. I don't know, I just think it looks really cool. Like the blue really sets off like the monotone like colors that are on his leg, and then the line work on the alien language is very nice too. So yeah, other than that, like this figure overall is absolutely amazing. It's definitely a great way to kick off 2019 and one of my favorite figures that I actually have in my collection. So yeah, just going overall, I would really rate it probably a 9 out of 10. Like 9 probably because the quality, the detailing, the materials, all top-notch A1. The only reason why it's probably not higher, like a 9.5 or a 10, is the limited articulation for his ab crunch. But honestly, that's not even that big of a deal to me personally. If it is for you, then you know you might want to look elsewhere for that. But yeah, that's probably going to cover everything, guys. If you guys like my channel, if you guys like what I'm doing, please consider subscribing. Please consider liking the video. I very, very, very much appreciate the support. You know, I have an Instagram too. If you guys are interested in looking at some of the pictures, go ahead and follow me there. And probably until next time, actually, I'm going to record another video right now for the stuff that I just got in the mail. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and check out the next video that's going to be after this. So that's going to be it, guys. Once again, thank you guys for all your support. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace.